yeah, and it's like looking at them, just they get they slap on the wrist, and it's like, oh, they get to live their life peacefully, and
Right.
and
And
back
then,
where,
but you gotta think about the ones that don't get. Well, I say you live their life peaceful and stuff like that.
right,
That
because
don't
it's
get
like,
fired, none of that. And it's like what the fuck? You got
right,
that, and all these people, you know what I'm saying? Then y'all wonder why everybody upset. Like, you know what I'm saying? They always say, "What thing about the police officer at the end of the day?" Okay, my thing is at the end of the day, you a police officer. You know, not as not you know what to expect.
right.
That's my
You
thing at the end of the
have
day.
the knowledge and the training, the
Right,
skills.
right.
These civilians ain't they don't have that. All they are is the experience.
And then one thing I feel like they forget is like it's not it's not what you do, it's how you do it.
Right.
Like that play a big part in a lot of things because then you know what I'm saying because you know what I'm saying you viewing this and you know what I'm saying because you've been through certain situations where you done deal with somebody where
Mm-hmm.
like you ain't do it you ain't do something because of what they you know what I'm saying because of what they did how they did at the end of the day.
Right. Because that's like with my own experiences, like coming up as a youngin in high school and stuff like that, and then and like my reaction to being outed about doing something that I ain't did. I didn't even participate in. I ain't had nothing to do with. I might have been a witness,
Right.
but at the end of the day, I ain't had nothing going on with it. But you want to affiliate because some teachers or police officers may have a little bit of pride and they just want to make you an example. And it's like,
Right.
oh, hell no, I won't go for that
That's the thing about
for
it.
that
That's the thing
shit.
about it. Ain't nobody want to be an example.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It's like stop trying to use people as an example and use your right frame of mind and conduct yourself
Right.
how an officer is supposed to. And you know what I mean? Look at that as like that's your family member. I don't care what color they is.
Cause honestly, you understand, like I say, cause me, like I say, cause I'm gonna let y'all know right now, everybody don't think like you know what I'm saying, like oh fuck the police and all this and that.
Right.
Cause like I said, I know some good officers. I done been in, like I say, I done got pulled over by some good officers, handle situations and stuff like that way better than a lot of these officers did.
Right. And then got on some officer's ass.
Like,
Cause
I ain't never had to do that.
I'll tell you about one. This is one of my incidents in particular. One time I was in Atlanta nightclub. We chilling. I didn't know they rules and regulations like that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I'm just at a party. Have a
Yeah.
good time. I wasn't trying to cause no problem or nothing like that. So the incident started in the club. I got hot. So I took my shirt off. And I got on the tank top.
Yeah.
So where we from and the places that I've been going, that's fine.
Right.
You wear a tank top.
Right.
Shit. You might wear no shirt sometimes.
Right.
But at the end of the day, that was the culture, you know, at some of the hood clubs.
Right.
I guess it wasn't no, wasn't like that, but it wasn't no hood club. I guess they didn't consider it or whatever. They had a dress code. So I'm sitting at the bar, chilling with my friends, talking. We actually getting ready to leave. And so one of the security guards come over there. Uh, I'm gonna ask you to come with me this way. I'm looking at him because he a big bald head,
Yeah.
swole dude. I'm looking at him. Come on, ain't gonna maybe got my face like for what? He's gonna come with me this way. I say for what?
Right.
And then I wasn't paying attention, but I saw more security guards starting to come up. It had to be at least 7. All got their gloves on, ready. And I'm like, oh shit, I don't give a fuck. I'm like, I'm gonna grab this bottom and hit him. And this motherfucker right here, I don't care about getting my ass whooped, but y'all gonna
Right.
feel me, cause I know what y'all do. Y'all gonna feel me. But anyway, me and him still sitting there, then he got up on me real close and was, move, and then that's when the rest of the guys came, but then, dude, he grew up here, so he was like, come on, man, shout out. You don't mean to fuck with them like that. You know what I'm saying? They be trying to hit people up all the time. They drug dude out here last week, and I'm just, me and him, but we walking out the door because, like I said, we was getting ready to go anyway.
Yeah.
And we get outside, and so yeah, I did want to have some words with the security guard, so I was kind of waiting, patiently. I was waiting, Outside, still had my tank top on. Uh, it was that outside was some two police officers sitting out there, two white police officers chilling. And we walked over to the car. We ain't really doing nothing, but I was a little hot, so I was talking about the situation. And we just out there, just chilling.
Yeah.
Because after the club, parking lot is the after party sometimes. Mm.
Right. If you ain't know, now you know.
Right. So at the end of the day, we was in the parking lot for a minute. And like I said, I was, waiting to have words with that security guard. But here come the police. They come walking over there, hey guys, because we was sitting on our car. But at that age, you got to go sit in the car. And I'm looking at the police, I'm like, and I just snapped. And I was like, for what? And he talking about, cause I can't remember exactly what he said for, but I know there was just some other rule they had, with people, I guess, like, looking at it now, yeah, it was probably some procedure set in place. Yeah, we can't have people hanging out in the parking lots and all that because we be having trouble, maybe something like that, But at the end of the day, we wasn't trying to cause no trouble. So he came over there and I had some words with him and, everybody else get in the car. They tell me to get in the car. And I'm like, no, for what? For what? Why am I getting in the car and do the same thing in the car that I'm doing outside the car? And, I just went on here because they started walking up and shit like that. So I got in the car and I slammed my door real hard. And then I looked at the police and I said, I'm in the car. And then he walked up and said, sir, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. And I said, for what? You know what I'm saying? We ain't doing nothing. We just sitting here. Y'all talking about y'all trying to keep the peace and y'all disturbing it, So I was just like, you know what, man? Fuck it, we about to go. And then he talking about, his partner was like, hey, you going to move? Because he was standing right on my door. Like, I could have ran over his foot.
Yeah.
That's just how close he was. And then he going to look at his partner and say, that's on him. That's on him. I'm like, whoa, that's on you. And I just pulled on out. But thank God I didn't hit his foot.
Yeah, because they going to try to do something.
Oh, his hand was on his pistol now. His hand was on his gun.
That's the thing about it. Like,
but, I said that just to say, just like I say, in certain situations, police, they're not always, sometimes they can provoke a situation.
Right. Because just from doing that, like you say, your hand on your gun. Mm-hmm. You don't understand what that means to somebody.
Right. I ain't even had my pistol over.
You go somewhere and somebody just walk up to you and put his hand on his gun.
Right.
What you doing? Asking you all kind of questions. Nigga, what you mean what I'm doing? I just told you what the fuck I'm doing. Right. Minding my motherfucking business.
Right, because we was chilling. Like I said, we left all that stuff because we wasn't trying to go nowhere and trying to be in the nothing that we had to do all that. But like I said, sometimes they could take their job a little too serious and escalate a situation beyond what it could be. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, we wasn't doing shit. Right. The security guard came fucking with us simply because of a dress code. Had he just said, broke it down to me, I wouldn't have had that incident with the police outside.